Welcome Capricorn Aquarius to your in-month reading for September. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If your friends like this, please like and subscribe. See what's going on with you at the end of the month, my friends. This message, please, for Capricorn Aquarius, end of the month. And the energy I'm looking for is what you're thinking, feeling, or the energy surrounding you in this situation. Oh, there it is. Look at that. It's flying right out. 7 of Wands flying out. Taking a stand, but it actually, the thing I'm hearing is someone said one thing and did another. So you're waiting for them to do this one thing. They said they were going to do it, and then they turned around and did something else. You might be kind of standing your ground against it. The overall card is moving. Yeah, they moved in a different direction. It feels like you are standing your ground to continue to move the way you need to move. Maybe even trying to move around this situation. Let's clarify. Getting into the situation's taking place in the present, recent, past, and the near future. So it does feel like right now someone has made a decision or is going to make a decision. You think they're going one way and they're moving in a different direction. Win or lose. Yeah, it almost feels like a win or lose situation. Take it or leave it. There's not going to be a whole lot you can do about it. Changing focus. Wow. Embrace. Waiting results. Balance. Taking the lead. Are you going to take the lead away from them? Or getting yourself back to where you need to be. It was like in the recent past, could have been a couple of weeks ago, it was like there was a change of focus, there was a change in plans. Why? Why do I say plans, right? Change in focus, change in plans about the situation. This was going to get you more balanced in this situation, and it made you feel more balanced because when you change the focus and change the plans on moving, yeah. Yeah. Looking at the better options for the movement, closing out that chapter and saying, I don't want to go that way. Somebody around you said, hey, let's do it that way with you. They wanted to go the way you wanted to go, but then all of a sudden they turned around and did the opposite. Win or lose, you're standing your ground saying, hey, you know what, it doesn't matter. I'm going to still await the results. But they did go against what they said they were going to do. So right now, it's going to throw you for a loophole at the end of the month because you thought you were going and moving in one direction. It's almost like we came to the conclusion. We focused on this. We did this together, and now you went against that idea. No, they didn't. Yeah. Cynical, illogical thinking, which causes a delay and a non-movement in the areas of where you wanted to go. Why? Because you said you were going to move this way. You said this, you said that, and then you went a different way. This causes everything to stop for a second. Why did they assess that they should do that? I mean, you already came to the conclusion that this was the best idea. Or even if they assessed that this was the best idea and you agreed with them, take it how it resonates. They went illogical and didn't go the way they were supposed to go. So this puts a delay and a stop in that. You're still over here awaiting the results in challenge mode. Wow. For some of you, you're not even going to know that they actually went against the plan, against the idea, until about the 27th of the month. You're over here still waiting the results of what was supposed to be going on. You won't even know that they changed the plan. You're over here still waiting for the results. They had too many anxieties about the way they wanted the chariot to move. They had too many anxieties thinking that what you guys had come together with, or however this was supposed to work, or whatever the plan was. They had too many anxieties about it. This is why they decided to go against the movement and against the direction that was supposed to be made. So with the Two of Coins in the past, if you had, you know, one direction versus the other direction, you guys came to the conclusion you were supposed to move in this direction, they've gone against that direction, or whatever it is that they said that they were going to do, which you believed was a good idea. They got too in their head and decided, you know, there could be fear with the Eight of Swords. Fear that, yeah, I said that I was going to do it this way, but I decided to do something else because of the fear that it wasn't going to turn out the way they thought. So for a lot of you, they went back to step one, destroying step two, where you guys ended that cycle, or trying to end that cycle. There's something confusing. For others of you, if they said that they were going to do something and they literally didn't do it, it could have been sidetracked by a Cancer, right? I'm going to say your person might be a fire sign, a Leo, Aries. And we're going to say Cancer might have sidetracked them. They were doing things for Cancer instead of what they were supposed to be doing. Someone got in their head and they went and did the way opposite of what they said. You're still waiting for the results though, but you're not going to have these results because they're guilty of not going either by the plan, listening to someone else, not doing what they're supposed to do, saying they were going to do what they were supposed to be doing, and then turning around and doing the total opposite. Okay, so take it how it resonates and whatever the situation is for you, but whatever it is, they didn't do what they're supposed to do. They're not doing it right now. I think for some of them, whoever they're listening to, they were codependent on their ideas. Illogical thinking and not listening. Going against the grain. Not using their own mind and their own intuition, just completely 100% derailed by someone else's view or point or opinion. That's for most of you. In the near future, though, you're just going to embrace what you have. Look, you're awaiting the results. The only thing you can do, look, your Nine of Cups is not coming in, so you're going to have to take the lead. The only way to get to where you need to have for the new beginnings with the 21 is the world. The 21 is the world. You completed this and said, I'm moving past this to get ourselves balanced. The only way to continue with the world, to embrace it and make this new cycle come through, is understanding that the Nine of Cups is not going to come through. There is going to be no satisfactory towards this because I'm just going to say drop the ball. They dropped the ball and did the opposite of what they said. It's now you who's going to have to take the lead, who's going to have to come in, who's going to have to take the reins away from this person. And even if you didn't, let's put it this way, even if they don't have the reins, you're going to have to hold all the control for yourself because they're irresponsible. We see that. So you're going to have to come back in. You see that this is kind of a disloyal thing, only because why? Because you allowed someone either to interfere within the situation that was none of their business to begin with. Whoa, right? So you have to get whatever it was back on. You said you were going to do this. You did something else. Now I have to pick up the broken pieces. Yes. And get out of the Ten of Swords, because you have the realizations that if you want something done and something done right, you're going to have to do it, because this person is either too immature to do so, too impacted by someone else's opinions and decisions, or they're just guilty of just an irresponsibility or overthinking a situation, thinking it's not going to work, and stuck in their mind. Take it how it resonates. You know your person, you know how they are, right? Maybe it's all of the above. Yeah, because now there's going to be a huge delay in whatever you were trying to do with the Knight of Wands coming up, because now, like I said, you have to fix everything. You have to start moving. So where you felt like you were stuck with, you have the Hangman right side up saying, no, I'm going to take action. I'm going to have to take the action. I guess they can't hold anything. And yeah, it's going to, your perfect timing of what you were looking for, what you were awaiting the results, is now kind of broken, kind of done, because they said they were doing something in the present right now, and they went against that. So now you are in the waiting game. Literally, the Temperance, no perfect timing. You're in the waiting game to fix it, to get to this achievement, to get this thing done. You know, it doesn't matter if it's fixing the car. You said you were going to fix the car. You didn't. Why didn't you? Well, I thought it was too expensive. Okay, well, then where the hell did you go when you said you were taking the car down? Could be anything, right? Anything that makes you feel like, it could be a bill that they said that they were supposed to pay, and they turned around and didn't pay the bill. And now this leaves you in a situation to where you are now having to pay the bill yourself, because they never did it. They said they were going to do it. It never was done. I mean, look at here, guys. I have the house card. Maybe they said they paid the rent. They didn't pay the rent. All of a sudden you have, the landlady, the landlord calling and saying, where's my rent? And you're saying, where's the rent? Now you have to come up and fix the situation by making sure that that rent is up, because they were dishonest. And there could be a lot of dishonesty here, because like I said, they said one thing and they didn't do it. So and it does look like something for a lot of you that has to do with money. They said they were paying this rent. They said they were paying the water bill. They said they were getting the oil done in the car. Hey, I'm just wondering if they did get the oil in the car, whoever this is for, and the oil was not done, something like this, and then they're going to turn around to you and tell you that there's no money. And then you're going to say, well, then where the hell's the money if there's no oil in my car? If you didn't, if you didn't get an oil change, where's the money? Now, it's crazy with the rent situation, because a lot of you with the rent situation, the rent money is just sitting there. They just never got to it. They got inside their head. Something swayed them away from doing their, like I said, irresponsibility. But for some of you, some other certain situation, there's literally money lost. And you're going to have to pick up the money over here. So whatever this situation is, they dropped the ball. And so you're going to have to pick this up. I would look at it kind of, from my standpoint, if you're having these concerns, that maybe they were irresponsible and you already know there's something, your intuition is going crazy, I would check to make sure that that money is not still sitting in the bank. Because over here, you're going to go all the way into October before paying that rent. I mean, because there's going to be something that you're going to have, you're going to take the lead and have to get this through, because something over here did not get fixed, or maybe you realize that they're not fixing the plumbing like they said. Oh boy. So yeah, you're definitely going to be the authority leader on this one. And it's going to be one of those things where it feels like you were pro and conning, like I will fix this, you will fix this. And you guys have this coming together and understanding, and something, it didn't happen. Take it how it resonates. Could be anything, of course. Of course, any examples I bring out, if you know it's not that, you can throw that away. Your soul wants you to know. Communication. I communicate from the heart, and love surrounds and protects me. You're going to definitely have to communicate on this one to figure out why. Why did you move in a different direction? Why did you feel it was a win-lose situation? Why would you even feel that way? Why would they even do that? Well, it doesn't really matter. That's what they're saying with a win-lose situation. It's a win-lose deal. Doesn't matter. You know, if I don't do this, it don't matter. You know, maybe they know, hey, you know what, Cap Aqua can pick it up later. What? Illogical thinking, though, says, though, you know, we don't want a win-lose situation. Win-lose situations are going to end up in a disagreement. But what this one is literally talking about, though, is, yeah, there's going to be a disagreement later. And maybe even in the present right now, you're going to end up having a disagreement when you figure this out. But this is detaching from this situation, from the priorities, from what we talked about. And we know that, right? Okay. And that was it from you, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.